Hello, and welcome to my channel. The channel I've made here with Spirit. I'm Zinger, hence Zinger Spirit. So, earlier today, I went on my walk and I gave a message with the Dreamgate Oracle. And I'm actually trying to upload it right now, but I started to give another message because I felt called to record another one, and my phone died. I was a little upset, but so I wanted to, now that I'm home and ready, I can go ahead and get that. It was a 3-card spread, and I'm just going to quickly go over it real quick. So, if you've never seen anyone pull the Dreamgate Oracle, it's really awesome. The art is really nice. I dream, I imagine, I create. Okay, and it's got a book here, and there's like readings for each card in here. When I was doing the reading earlier, I was reading all 3 out, and it was getting kind of long. So if you want to see me read, if you want to hear me read them all out sometime, maybe leave a comment and I will. Since it's a 3-card spread here, I might just go with they kind of tell a story or an arc, so I might read the 3rd one because it's I think it is defining a roadmap here. The first one is Sacred Cave, which is spiritual growth, period of gestation and introspection. And that's like being in the Hermit's cave and kind of retreating from life out in the world and just kind of focusing on yourself and your connection with Spirit, with God, and doing your introspection, and being in that sacred cave, being hermit mode, as they say in tarot terms. And then the 2nd card of the journey is the Gentle Drift. There's no need to rush, go with the flow, trust. So this is after a long period of being in the Hermit, you're starting to shift gears into going with the flow, and getting out of that stagnation. Not that being in Hermit mode is necessarily stagnant, but if you are in there for a while, it starts to be. And so here's that gentle drift of, okay, now we're gonna make that move. We're gonna start going with the flow and trust. Now the 3rd card in the arc is Dive In, spontaneity, adventure, intuitive jumps. So it's go time. It's time to dive in. And what I'm gonna do is I'll go ahead and read Dive In, because it's the 3rd of the 3 here. So I think, because there's quite a lot of content you'll see here as I read it, and it leaves you with some questions to think about. So I think it's kind of overload to read from the book for like more than one card, unless I wanted to do a longer reading, or if Spirit wanted me to do a longer reading. But I think this makes sense today to just read. Dive in. If I can find it here. Okay, so the keywords were green light ahead, spontaneity, adventure, intuitive jumps, new beginnings. 2 affirmations. 1. I am ready to take this leap of faith. 2. I am making room for new experiences. Okay, so an ancient temple sits at the edge of a dreamy seascape where crystalline waters invite you toward a new adventure. Feel the warmth of the shore and the gentle breeze. As you leap beneath the waves, you find yourself swimming in total bliss. This is where peace and serenity live. Serving as an omen of euphoric breakthroughs and radical new beginnings, the waters of your dreams beckon you to dive in. The time is now. What unfolds from the compass of your heart is pointing you toward some place new, be it a relationship, a trip, a collaboration, or an exciting life opportunity. This journey may require all your determination, but with it will come blissful rewards. Although you may not initially have a clear definition of how things will unfold, you know that something big is about to change. You may feel it on the horizon as you notice daily synchronicities that are more than mere coincidences. Uncanny clues become sweet laughs and giggles as you give thanks for these signs. The universe is truly magic and it wants your attention. Yeah, I've been kind of talking about some of this stuff on the channel so far. If this is resonating for you, let me know down in the comments. I've definitely been seeing a lot of synchronicities myself. The message. This is your invitation to throw caution to the wind as you dream big. Drop your shields and let your fears, pressures, and walls fall away. During this period of transition, you may notice the advantage of letting things go as part of an evolutionary process. Release the rigid patterns and show up for yourself. Shake off the old stories that have bound you in place. As you surrender to this flow, you create more room to be, while finally allowing your visions and dreams to breathe. Take a moment to dive into your own playful nature as you let these new currents guide you forward. Gauge your feelings of anticipation by what you really want to change right now. If there is something that's been blocking your comfort up until this point, remember that fresh beginnings are a part of your birthright. You can always begin an entirely new chapter or story. You need no permission or validation. Proclaim what you want and move toward it. If you have been struggling with self-doubt, this card encourages you to trust in the unfolding of this next vital phase. Sorry, I lost my spot here. If you have, I'm gonna start again because it's a paragraph. If you have been struggling with self-doubt, This card encourages you to trust in the unfolding of this next vital phase. This is about living life to the fullest and taking a leap of faith. Sometimes we must jump into the unknown to soar to new heights. Sometimes we must expand beyond our own limitations. And then it has two questions. Where are the green lights guiding me now? And question 2. If I had no fear, what would I do? I really like that last question. I think if you struggle to figure out what you want to do, that's the exact type of question you want to ask yourself, because I feel like I've had lots of dreams in my life, things I wanted to go for, but I couldn't, or fear or things like that might hold me back, or I just didn't think it was possible, limiting beliefs. And it's an interesting exercise to be like, if there was no fear, if I knew I could have the thing that I want, what would I want? What would I go for? So, yeah. So this roadmap here, you're at some point in this journey, and so for those who aren't at dive in yet, you are either entering the sacred cave, or you've been in it and you're exiting the sacred cave, and you are on your gentle drift, and you're learning to trust and to go with the flow. And now that you've learned that, it's time to dive in. Spontaneity, adventure, intuitive jumps. So whatever it is that you've been planning on or dreaming about doing, or if you've been, like we just said earlier, if you've been struggling to dream about something, once you pick that thing, this is your sign. This is your confirmation to go for it. So that's the message today. Try to make this one short. Yeah, I think that's everything. So if anything resonated for you, please like, share, subscribe, or whatever, if you feel like it. I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.